Le passé composé, the compound past tense. When is the compound past tense used? This tense is used when talking about actions or states that have already ended. As the name indicates, the compound past tense is formed with two parts: an auxiliary verb, either être or avoir, conjugated in the present tense, and a past participle. To get the past participle of first group verbs, also called ER verbs, replace ER with E with an acute accent. So for example, the verb chanter, to sing, in the compound past tense would be j'ai chanté, tu as chanté, il a chanté, nous avons chanté, vous avez chanté, ils ont chanté. As you can see, the first part of the tense is the verb avoir in the present tense, and then we've taken the ER ending off and added E with an acute accent at the end of the second part. To get the past participle of second group verbs, which includes most IR verbs, replace IR with an I. So for example, the verb finir, to finish or to end, in the compound past tense is j'ai fini, tu as fini, il a fini, nous avons fini, vous avez fini, ils ont fini. Third group verbs, which are verbs ending in RE, OIR, and some IR verbs, are irregular, and so their past participles need to be memorized individually. So here's a list of the most common irregular past participles: apprendre, appris, asseoir, assis, atteindre, atteint, avoir, eu, boire, bu, comprendre, compris, conduire, conduit. Connaître, connu, courir, couru, couvrir, couvert, craindre, craint, croire, cru, décevoir, déçu, devenir, devenu. Devoir, dû, dire, dit, disparaître, disparu, écrire, écrit, être, été, faire, fait, lire, lu. Mettre, mis, mourir, mort, naître, né, offrir, offert, ouvrir, ouvert, peindre, peint, pleuvoir, plu. Pouvoir, pu, prendre, pris, recevoir, reçu, rire, rit, savoir, su, souffrir, souffert, sourire, sourit. tenir, tenu, venir, venu, vivre, vécu, voir, vu. In the compound past tense, most past participles use avoir as their helping verb. When using avoir, the past participle agrees in number and gender with the preceding direct object. If the sentence has no direct object, the past participle stays in its default form. So here's an example with no direct object. Manger, to eat. Il a mangé. Elle a mangé. Ils ont mangé. Elles ont mangé. Notice that because we're using avoir and there is no direct object, manger has remained the same in the masculine, feminine, singular and plural. Here's an example with the preceding direct object les, meaning them, and referring to the feminine plural word cherries. Il les a mangés, elle les a mangés, ils les ont mangés, elles les ont mangés. Because we're using avoir as our helping verb, manger agrees with les and not the subject. We have said that les refers to cherries, which in French is a feminine plural word, and therefore that is the reason we have added es at the end of the past participle manger. On the other hand, when using être as the helping verb, the past participle agrees in number and gender with the subject. So for example, arriver, to arrive, il est arrivé, elle est arrivée, ils sont arrivés, elles sont arrivées. Notice that when using être as your helping verb, you need to add e to the past participle if the subject is feminine and s if the subject is plural. Verbs using être as their helping verb usually express movement. Only 17 verbs use the auxiliary verb être. The verbs using être are aller, to go, arriver, to arrive, descendre, to go down, devenir, to become, entrer, to go in, monter, to go up, mourir, to die, naître, to be born, partir, to leave, passer, to pass by, rentrer, to go home, rester, to stay, retourner, to go back, revenir, to come back, sortir, to go out, tomber, to fall, venir, to come. However, descendre, monter, passer, rentrer, retourner, and sortir use avoir when the sentence has a direct object. However, the meaning of the verb changes slightly. When used with avoir, descendre means to take down instead of to go down. Monter means to take up instead of to go up. Passer means to spend time and not to pass by. Rentrer means to bring in and not to go home. Retourner means to turn over and not to go back. Sortir means to take out and not to go out. So for example, je suis sorti hier soir means I went out last night, whereas j'ai sorti la poubelle means I took the bin out. Here are the links to my grammar, vocabulary, culture and pronunciation playlists if you're interested. This is the end of the video. If you have any questions, requests or suggestions, please leave a comment below. And don't forget, you can also contact me on Twitter and Facebook. The links are in the description. Bye!